Okay guys, welcome to the stream. No one on just yet. I've been stuck on this boss all week. I mean, I say all week. I've not played it for long, maybe half an hour every other evening. So I've only had a few attempts really, but it does seem tricky. I don't know if this is the final boss or not. I've not used any guides.
I am the first penitent, and you shall be the last.
It does seem a tricky bugger. The first part of the fight seems fine, but the next part is where I start struggling. So I thought I would stream, see if anybody can hop on, hopefully give me some pointers. Bit sloppy there on my dodges, but should be able to get some of that back here. Hey up, Tolk. How are you, mate? Oh, it's a brilliant game. I think I'm towards the end, so if you don't want any spoilers, then you best head off. But it's just brilliant. I'm just stuck on this guy, so I've got an afternoon off. I thought I would have a go. But yeah, he is quite tricky. Need to learn his moves, really. Lots of dodging. Yeah, I've actually taken the day off, so I've no guilt required. Yeah, I do have a day off, so I don't need to worry too much. This boss is just ridiculous. He really is just sickeningly good. There we go, that's the first death. Yeah, the first game's brilliant as well. It took me about, I don't know, maybe 80 hours to get all 3 endings, but I must have completed it a dozen times. Maybe not that, maybe 10 times.
Shall be the last.
But I just kept playing it before the DLC was even out, so yeah, I really loved it. This boss in particular has been very tricky. So the first part is, not too bad at all. I can do it without getting hit, in fact. But the next one It's just a bit mental. Oh, got hit there though. Got greedy then.
Now let the crimson
Hi Martin,
Lions
how are you doing, mate?
what they once began. My penance is far from over.
Just tuned in to watch me get my ass kicked by this guy. So I've been playing this guy, and I just can't do anything with him. Just need to keep doing these hit and run tactics, I think, where I'm just gonna catch him with pathetic one little hit. Got caught then though. Didn't even hit him then. That was good. Oh. Absolutely disgusting, this guy. Yeah, I've done all the upgrading that I can, unfortunately. So, I've kind of got everything. I'll show you. So I've got all of the prayers. I've got all of the rosary beads. Yeah, so, and they're the altar pieces that I'm using, which essentially give you little buffs. So I've kind of been through all of them. Oh right, you're not looking. No spoilers. Yeah, so alright, well, essentially I've got everything I can. The boss is just a complete slag.
And you shall be the last.
I don't know, Martin. I think I'm pretty close, so I think there might be... Oh, how did that get caught then? I think I'm there or thereabouts. If he's got 2 or 3... I mean, he's definitely got 2. Whether he's got 3 stages or not, I don't know. I've not been stuck on a boss like this for a very, very long time. So, it's pretty tough. Right, that's the easy part done again. I can do it every time. It's just the second phase is...
Now let the
I just need to keep doing it.
finish
So, yeah, I've got,
what they once
you know, a good
began.
hour, maybe even a couple of hours. I thought, you know what, I'll just stream it, have a bit of fun. See who's about.
Over.
Yeah, you just need to learn the knack of that second phase, buddy. That's exactly it. Yeah, I can do the first one without taking a hit, although I've not done that today, but I just need to get my eye in with this one. No, I do have another weapon, but it's just so slow. So yeah, it's like a big bomby knocker type thing. It's just so slow. It does do quite a bit of damage though. Yeah, that's it. And then you've got these as well, which are like the rapiers, but they hardly do anything. So generally, this is what I've upgraded the most. I'll show you. So that's upgraded to that level. That's fully upgraded as well. This one nearly is. I've kind of run out of that. You got to find these little things that slot in there, and I'm struggling to find any more. So I've got one at the minute. So when I find another, I can unlock that one. We could try that. I've not actually tried them, so they just don't really do a lot of damage because you need them to stand still for a period to get the damage off.
And you shall be the last.
We'll give it a try with these, the rapiers. I mean, they don't even reach him up there. I got caught again. They just don't even touch him, they're not doing anything. Oh, didn't even get it past the first stage then. Shocking.
For I am the first penitent, and you shall be the last.
Say again, mine. So on the second phase, it looks like you only get one hit. What are you saying, bud?
Now let the Crimson Bindings finish what they once began. My penance.
Oh, use the bigger weapon?
Is far from over.
Yeah, we can do that. So when I do get him, when I do catch him, it really gives him a clout. I see where you're at. Right, let's get out of his way a sec. And I'll change weapons if I can. Getting out of his way is... You might be onto something, Martin, you know. I'm glad you turned up, bud. Oh. Well, I've not seen that for a couple of days. Yeah, he does seem to do these other... When you get a certain point in the fight, start jumping all over the place. I've just lost my concentration now. Ah, bollocks. I certainly did better. Just going to be a long fight, about 55% on that run. That was good. Well, it was certainly better, wasn't it, mate? Thanks very much. What you can also do, if I can get a little bit of this guilt back...
For I am the first
you can set this thing ablaze that does a tiny bit more damage.
Shall be the last.
Did you play the first one, Martin? Yeah, the first game was class, mate. I mean, this one is brutal, but... But yeah, the first game is absolutely brilliant. It's difficult, but it's not stupid, you know. This one really is. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, really. I'm not like a pro gamer or anything. I mean, I suppose we're all knocking on, aren't we, now? So the reactions aren't as good as when we were teenagers or whatever, but I really am not that good. And it's only because I've stuck with it, I guess. gonna have to use a thing. Bile flask early, which isn't ideal. Right.
Now let the crimson bindings.
No, I think that was Dead Cells, the Castlevania crossover. But there's a crossover into a couple of other games on Blasphemous for sure.
Far from over.
Just got someone knocking at the window. It's the delivery man. Bear with. Cheerio, bud. Right, okay, I'm back. I knew I was going to die on that one. Someone DPD at the door, delivering stuff. Yeah, I died, buddy.
For I am the first.
So yeah, I've got, like I say, I've got a bit of time. I don't expect you to, unless you're just, I guess, lurking in the background and getting on with your work, I suppose, buddy. Are you working in your? Do you do your work in your shed? If I had that shed, I don't think I could. I think it'd be too much of a distraction. The lodge, yes, indeed. I don't blame you, buddy. Fair play. I should probably go for this here now. Yeah, so I did that with no hits.
Now let the crimson bindings finish.
Yeah, so I do a lot of work with people in IT and people in terms of what I do. Our IT guys have been working remote for, I don't know, 15 years, so it's not really anything new to anyone in IT. They've been working remote for years. Right, let's try and get this done. I'll change weapon. Oh, that caught me then, right. You just need to know what you can get away with on him and what you can't, I guess. Now that is too slow for that one. I've run out of magic now, so I'm just going to have to build that back up again. Oh, bugger, just jumped a bit too quick.
For I am the first penitent.
Yeah, they're pretty tricky when he starts jumping around in the air.
Be the last.
You've got to be well out of the way, like well out of the way, but you don't really know where he's going to jump. See, it's definitely tough. Like I say, I can do this bit. No worries, you know, it's just... Are you going to Blackpool this year, buddy? You're going to Blackpool this weekend, in fact.
Now let the Crimson Bindings finish what they once began. My penance is far from over.
I was reading your comment about Blackpool. Bugger. Yeah, I struggle to remember where everyone's based, to be honest. I know you're down south somewhere. I did the journey a lot when I first started seeing my missus, and it was only, you know, I moved up north. Right, that's not worked. Oh right, you're London. Southeast.
I am the
Like,
first penitent, and you shall
where's southeast?
be.
Like Peckham, round that neck of the woods. No, not Walthamstow. Beckenham, all round that neck of the woods, isn't it, southeast? Although Beckenham's a bit further out, isn't it, really? Greenwich. Yeah, I've been to Greenwich Park a few times when I was younger.
Now let the Crimson Bindings finish what they once began.
Yeah, this phase really is not too bad at all. You can do it, you know, without getting hit. It's just memorising it. Just the next phase, you don't know what he's going to do and when he's going to do it. So you almost can't really anticipate. You've got to sort of guess a little bit. Like, he sucker punches you there, you're going to get hit. Unless you're a little bit lucky that first time anyway. Hey up, Geordie lad. I'll check the chat in a moment. I'm just going to die first. I thought you might pop in. Oh, I'm out of bile flasks. Oh, good. I used the freeze time one. Yeah, I've got that. I probably need to start getting rid of some of this guilt if I got him below 50% then. Cheers, mate. Do you know what? Let's use...
Do you wish to purge yourself of your guilt?
What's the freeze one again, Mark? Is it a time freeze makes it a no-hit fight? Is the freeze thing an altar piece or is it a rosary bead? I can't remember. Yeah, I remember it stops time. I have used it once, I think, not on this fight, but I can't remember if it's a rosary bit. Let's have a look. I think it's an altar piece, isn't it? Oh, it's magic. Is it that one? I think it's that one. No, it's not. It's that for a few seconds. Right. It's that one. Yeah, I've been playing this bloody boss all week, Mark. Not like 3-4 hours every night or anything, just half an hour here, half an hour there, but he's just a right bugger, isn't he? You need to use the same statue things to improve magic regeneration from hitting enemies. Right, okay. So there is, yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. So you can get certain buffs, so magic regenerates quicker. Right, I've not done that on this one. I'll have to have a look at that then. See how we get on. Right, let's get right out of his way. Oh my god, Mark, you're a genius. Oh, bugger. I'm gonna die. No! Why can't I bloody do it? And then I've got the what, he can't spam it? Yeah, it's probably got a cooldown, isn't it? I can't seem to pull it off now. Oh, I can't pull it off. I used it those 3 times. Ah, bollocks.
For I am the first penitent, and you shall be the last.
Unequip the... That's a good idea. Whoops. That's a good idea. Oh, that was lucky. He'd have caught me with that, because I didn't dodge. Okay.
Now let the Crimson Bindings finish what they once began. My penance is far.
Oh, bugger, I didn't change the statues over. I might be alright. This is the one. Yeah, you can feel it, can ya? Alright, buddy, we shall see, won't we? Oh, has he caught me with that, the cheeky bastard? Right, let's see if we can get some of these hits off and get that magic back. I can't bloody do that bloody magic thing now. Spam. Don't waste magic with fire. I can't even do it now. I don't know if I've got enough. Struggling here to pull it off again now. He bloody would be up there, wouldn't he? Oh, couldn't bloody pull it off. What am I pressing wrong? Maybe I don't have enough magic, maybe. Right, let's change these statues. That's a good idea. You can stay. Right. Probably change that one. Reduces the feather cost of prayers, right, that'll do. Right, we don't really need fire damage, so... Yeah, the damage crit one, I saw that. So you heal relative to the amount of damage that you do. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good shout. Increased physical damage inflicted. We're definitely going to want that one. Reduced dodging cooldown. That might be. Well, we don't need that because we're not going to set it on fire. Right, where was... Automatically, gent. That's a good one. I quite like the other one you suggested. Critical hits heal relative to the damage inflicted. I suppose it depends, like Mark said, on how many critical hits you're going to have, but... Right. This is all defensive stuff, the rosary beads, aren't they? I think it's mystical damage he's doing when he drops down about halfway through. So I've got both of them. I think it's mystical damage he's doing. Significantly increased resistance to all physical attacks. Physical damage. Okay, let's give that a go. Yeah, thanks for that piece of infinite wisdom, Mark. You've been here before. I will get good. I won't give up. I will get there.
And you
might take me a while.
shall be the last.
I've joined this 52 club thing that Mark does, Martin, with a few of the other lads, with the hope to try and play a few more games next year, but we will see, won't we? 52 games in a year sounds a lot, but okay, you nearly got through with full life.
Now let the
Right,
crimson
need to get away from that
finish
first hit
what they once
early,
began.
and then swap weapons when we can.
My penance is far from over.
I tell you what we didn't do what Mark said and practiced. I got him 5 times then, that was alright. Bollocks. Double hard bastard. Oh my god, I've timed that very badly. Yeah, I need to practice doing it like Mark says. So you press down first, and then circle. I think I got it on that fight. It takes up so much energy, so we need to generate magic. I'm going to go for the one that, there we go, so it's always generating feather then. I don't think there's any others that... Yeah, so I think that feather one's going to probably help us more. Yeah, alright, let's give that a go. Right. Okay, let's do it.
For I am the first penitent, and you shall be the last.
No, I don't believe it.
Now let the crimson bindings finish what they once began.
It'll do what? If I do phase one enough times, it'll disappear?
My penance is far from...
Right, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I mean, like I said, I don't really have an issue beating the first phase. It's not difficult. Right, I've got that now. god, that is absolutely awful, that, isn't it? Oh, where the bloody hell's he gone? Oh, you're joking. Oh my god, and he got me as well. What a sucker. I can't believe I fell for that. Oh, I might have... Oh, I'd have bloody done alright then. Uh-oh, what the bloody hell's happening here? Please die. Yes! Get the fuck in! Get in there. Mark, thank you very much. Cheers, Geordie lad. Is that mea culpa? It ain't over. Oh my god. Right. Ah, that's how you get the other marks. Right, okay.
The child is born. The clouds open up before thee and shed crimson tears. Thus begins the work of the High Dramatist. The child, the clouds,
oh, right, okay.
Thus begin.
Right. Right, cheers, Mark, lad. Do I need to save it to first? Might need more life. I don't think I can get... Ah, sod it, go on. Officially captured, buddy. How the devil are ya? And I think I saw a Wizrim hop in as well. Welcome to the stream, guys. So yeah, we've just beat a boss. I've been stuck on him all week. What is this?
Higher will, incorporeal and inscrutable fathers, I am the heir of your all-encompassing light. Devotion itself, embodied in weathered flesh and gilded filigree. Your magnum opus. Though I am crowned with your glory, why do you censure my presence alongside you? What is this obscure darkness of unanswered cries that prevents me from understanding the purpose of my birth? Are the same crimson clouds that heralded my welcome the grave omen of your judgment? If this confrontation is proof of thy dignity of your glory, then so be it.
Are you off, Mark, or are you saying hello to everyone? My giddy aunt, I should have got more life. Yeah, well, that was always going to happen. I didn't have any flasks. Oh, hello. Nice one, mate. Right, okay, so I'm assuming that guy's still dead. And we just go on to the next. Yeah. God, can you imagine? Imagine, can you imagine? I think I'd be turning it off, mate. Rage quit. The artwork is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous on this game. It's so awesome. Just look at him, he looks hideous. Absolutely disgusting. Ah, what's going on here? Right. Gonna have to learn these moves. Which means unlearning all the other ones. It does look bonkers, right? To be fair though, on in the first game, on New Game Plus, you can fight Cristanta and she's got an extra stage, and that is much harder than the end boss, much harder. And you don't need to necessarily do it on New Game Plus, although I did. But yeah, you need to do that extra phase to get Ending C, which took me quite a big chunk of last year to do. Right, okay. I think it's more about life preservation than hitting almost at this stage. Oh God, how are you going to dodge them? Oh my God, this is nuts. Right, again. Okay, right. So, yeah, like I was saying, I think it's more just, rather than trying to hit him as many times as you can, it's dodging the attacks and nicking a hit when you can, almost. I'll behave yourself. I'm gonna die here, fuck's sake. Right, come on. I definitely feel I can get more hits in with this sword. You're just jumping about too much. It takes too much time to get an attack off with that big bomby knocker thing. So how is everyone? Hope everybody's okay. Enjoying their Friday afternoon. Or Friday morning if you're in the States. Paul, I think you're Georgia, aren't you? So it'll be, yeah, early morning there. Just before the school run. Right, no, you've got to do them in the air then. Right, them laser buggers you've got to do in the air, right. At least I can see the sense of how you, like, the boss, this one, I couldn't see a way past it earlier in the week. And it literally took Mark to make that suggestion to freeze him. I'm going to try and pull off one of them spells on this one, I think, because it's just going to take ages otherwise. Right. Ah, bugger. Try it with this one again. Officially, no. What was your... With those flowers that shoot the balls, you stay right on the furthest platform. Right, okay, yeah. Yeah, we can give that a go, buddy. So stand on the platform furthest away, essentially. Bugger. Well, this is insane. Right, you can't do anything to the heart anyway. So yeah, the heart is covered in gold or some shit. Oh, for God's sake. Just opened up as I was trying to get past it. Definitely not using that prayer enough, am I?
Do you?
Flowers, have you tried hitting the flowers? No. Okay, let's try hitting them. And that's got, although it's slow, it does have quite a big spread on it, so that'd be ideal for that, I reckon. I'll definitely beat this boss. This is not as bad as the other one. It's just understanding at what point you can heal, at what point you can pull off one of your spells. Yeah, officially captured. Yeah, I think that's what you were trying to say, wasn't it, buddy? It's quite difficult playing a game that you can't really take your eye off the screen for very long, and trying to read the chat. So, but I apologise for being a bit slow. Well, that was absolutely awful. Ah, bugger, should have only done one then. Couldn't quite. Oh, I'm gonna die here. Right, it's working. And you can get the flowers. think I might have to get all of them to get rid. Oh my god, what the bloody hell is this? Wrong way. Nice one, Einstein. Okay, I'm pretty sure we are done for here. Oh. Right, okay. Got through a loop. It looks like it repeats, doesn't it? So, shouldn't be too bad. Touch wood. It's just learning it now. The other one, that other boss, do you remember, Mark? I just like you couldn't see what he was going to do. You couldn't anticipate. At least this one is a pattern that you just learn, you know? Yeah, you just have to be quick on them flowers, don't you? Really quick. Right, it's going to be the school run in about 45 minutes, so I've got a bit of time. Right. Whoops. Ah, couldn't quite. It's as much not getting hit as it is trying to do the hitting. Right. Oh, for God's sake, what were you doing? Jumped right into it. Okay, we go again. With the flowers, work from the side to the other side makes sense. Right, yeah. I think that's what I was trying to do. I just panicked, mate. Yeah, if you can get to that top left or top right quickly, they shoot towards the middle of the screen, so you could get two of them out very, very quickly. If you can just get high enough quickly, if that makes sense. Right. Wrong button, that's a good start, isn't it? Using this spell is brilliant. This is working really well. Why didn't I just do this in the first place? I think that's what Mark said, wasn't it? There we are. I think we've got it, boys. There we go. Got him. Do you know, I was my own worst enemy there. Mark told me exactly what to do. And as soon as I listened to him, then it worked. Thanks for the GG, mine. I appreciate that. Thanks for Wisrim. Appreciate that. Yeah, the freeze the mechanic is definitely overpowered. That's
Now I understand. And for this, I offer thee my humble thanks. This pain is my baptismal sacrament that will unite us in communion to make it flesh. Thus, we will be reborn as a new symbol incarnate, overflowing with devotion. The beginning of a new era for the miracle. The second Psalm.
What an absolutely phenomenal game. Brilliant game. I tell you what, Martin, and I don't know if a couple of the other guys maybe as well, if you've not played the first game, it really is a little bit special. I discovered it quite late, so it came out in 2019, and I discovered it like about a year later in lockdown, when one of the DLCs came out, and the PlayStation YouTube channel or whatever was advertising this new DLC, and I was like, oh my god, what's that game? And of course it had already been out a year or so, so I kind of got on it late. And then I've done videos on my YouTube channel previously about like how much effort and time it took for me to collect the physical editions and all of the you know, all of the limited run collection and all that sort of stuff, and I eventually got them. I got the Spanish limited edition as well. They are talking in Spain about doing a collector's edition for Blasphemous 2 as well, so we'll wait and see and watch how they do that, how they come up with that, and how long it takes. I've got to say, this game, not just the boss battles, because a lot of these games, you know, they bring them out and right, another boss rush, here we go. It's so much more, and the lore and the story really has been, it's been brilliant. It is very, very dark. It follows Catholicism very routinely through the story that it's trying to tell. It's just absolutely brilliant. I've loved every moment of it. Just been really nice to finish it off on a live stream. I didn't think I'd get there, and a few of you guys to share as well, so thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm probably going to go back and finish off some of the other trophies. I think I did about 3 then on that little bit, so I've still got maybe 5 or 6 trophies to find on another run. I've got to unlock the other game as well, the other ending story as well. So I'll definitely be going for another run at it. I don't fancy those bosses again. Blimey, they're tough, weren't they? But yeah, I think with the ending, just to officially capture, as just sort of asked there, I think with the ending they are probably teeing that up for another game. So it's difficult to explain if you've not played the first one. Essentially, you've got this bad force that's manifested itself called the Miracle, and that's what he was talking about there towards the end when you beat him, that he's gonna essentially change into something else. Doesn't explain whether it's good or bad, but I suppose that's where they've left it open, that if they wanted to make a third game they probably would. Fair play to the Games Kitchen that made the game. They're only a little little developer in Seville, in Spain. And when it got the Kickstarter years ago, they left the game so that if they hit accelerator targets, they could put more into the game. And that's why they then released everything through phases with all of the DLC. And they were then able to confirmed that they were doing a second game, and with that the final DLC in the first game had this alternative ending, which is what took me so long last year. Yes, a Kickstarter. I wish I'd have known. I'd have definitely backed it, but you live and learn, don't you? I have just backed another one that's coming out in a few months called The Last Faith. And that is another Metroidvania that looks very, very good. I think you can play the beta on Steam at the minute, but I don't really have a PC or anything. So, yeah, most of my gaming is done on, well, to be fair, most of my gaming is done on the Master System. But when I do go on the PS5, I tend to play these Metroidvanias, tough as you like, glutton for punishment. And to be fair, I mean, that probably comes down from me playing Bloodborne for the first time. I'd always thought that I was never really that good at gaming, and then somebody suggested Bloodborne in Lockdown 1. And I thought, oh, go on then, I'm not very good, but I'll give it a go. And yeah, Bloodborne, I loved it for one, and it was difficult, but yeah, I just then got addicted to these really tough games and started playing more and more of them. And then I discovered Metroidvanias, kind of rediscovered them really, from my childhood. And I started playing things like Axiom Verge. I don't know if you guys might not be aware of that, so that's a good one. Made by just one guy, Tom Happ. Axiom Verge is a class game if you're not used to. That's quite a nice one to start with if you've not played it. And then more recently I've started going back and playing a lot of these Metroidvanias, like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and that was a lot of fun. I did a little review on that one on the channel as well, so yeah, it's been great. I kind of went into waffle mode then, sorry guys, so I'm just going to look at some of these messages. You've kick-started a load of board games. You're quite into your board games, aren't you, Martin? And I know you do quite a lot of your miniature figures and stuff. We actually... so as much as I mentioned, I kind of, in a roundabout way, I work with IT services. And one of the companies we're trying to work with at the minute is actually Games Workshop in Nottingham. So we do some ERP type stuff. In that sort of space, and yeah, they're replacing their ERP at the minute, so yeah, we've pitched for that business. If we get it, can you imagine going on a client visit down to Nottingham and going to see I bet their offices are absolutely awesome. So I didn't play loads of it. My younger brother, I say younger, I mean he's still in his 40s now, but yeah, back in the day, he absolutely loved all of the White Dwarf type magazines and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, he loved it. So yeah, just going to read some more of these messages out. So I kick-started the Masters of the Universe board game. It's crazy with the amount of stuff. Yeah, you know, I've got quite a lot of nostalgia for Masters of the Universe. I was only young. I must have been, I mean, what year did it come out? Like mid-late 80s, sort of been 6, 7, 8, something like that. And it was one of my favourite films as a kid. And it was, do you know what I remember most was actually, I collected the sticker album for Masters of the Universe. And then later on, it became Simpsons cards. So that was like the big thing at school years after, like Simpsons and wrestling cards. Do you remember those? I don't really have loads of nostalgia for wrestling because we never had Sky TV or anything, but the wrestling, like the cards that you used to swap in the playground and stuff, yeah, so much fun. Voltron was decent, wasn't it? Yeah, Voltron was a lot of fun as well. So, yeah. I tell you, my missus, she's actually a year older than me, and I don't know how or why. I grew up in the south of the country, just outside of London, and hence why I moved up north, because she's from up this end. But some of the stuff she watched, I didn't always. I couldn't quite remember things like Ulysses and Mysterious Cities of Gold and stuff like that. And it was only when I met her and she reminded me of these sort of programs that, yeah, you know, I just thought, wow, you know, it's brilliant. I can't believe I forgot about these, you know. Anyway, guys, I am a little way off the school run, so I'm going to have a bit of a break, have a bite to eat. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Mark, I don't know if you're still there, but thank you very much for your help beating those two bosses and helping me finish the game. I probably would have got good, as you put it, eventually, but you've probably saved me quite a bit of time. So, yeah, thanks for that, buddy. Really appreciate it. Guys, thanks ever so much for tuning in. Martin, officially captured. Paul, if you're still there, thank you. And anybody else that's watched, I really appreciate it. Have an awesome weekend. And I'll give you a quick sneak peek. I went to go and see a mate earlier who has a ridiculous Master System collection. So I've got a video coming out next week of his collection because he doesn't do YouTube. So you'll have to look out for that as well. Guys, thanks ever so much once again. I really appreciate it. Have an awesome weekend, and I will catch up with all of you very soon, I'm sure. Take it easy.